Hi, I'm Karen McCoskey. If I were the principal, the approach that I would take would be to have a post observation conference, ideally that same day, but definitely by the next day. Bring the teacher in and begin by asking some reflection questions. How do you think the lesson went? Tell me what you think were the good parts of the lesson, and then tell me what areas you think could have used some improvement. And so I would allow the teacher to reflect on their instructional practice. I would give them feedback such as, so I liked the way that you were very encouraging, very positive in the way you got your classroom started. And this is for the ELAR teacher. You had an upbeat tone of voice. I could tell that you're passionate about your job, about teaching, and I can hear the energy in your voice. I liked how you previewed the objectives for the lesson for that day. Kind of gave the students a vision of what was coming up. I liked how the vowel sticks that you were encouraging the students to make by the next day. And that, you realize that some students may not have access to a printer, so I can appreciate that. I think that the students will really like that and be engaged with that part of the lesson. I've noted some areas that you could grow professionally, things that maybe, we could look at and make just some tweaks, some adjustments. When you were giving the instructions for the rhyming words, I want to make sure that you're always clear when you're instructing the children. You said, listen for that ending sound, which could be confusing to some students. If they both end with a D, they both have the letter D at the end. Does that mean they rhyme because they both end with a D? So it's not quite clear, because rhyming is actually a repetition of similar sounds in that final syllable. So it's the syllable, not just the ending sound. And, I want us to challenge the kids. And even if, they're youngsters, you want to use the correct vocabulary, the syllable. And so just be clear so that the students aren't confused. For example, in the third set, you had first and fist. Well, they both have the same ending sound, the st, the st, and so that would have been confusing. And I didn't catch where you noted yes or no, were they rhyming words? So I want you to be careful that you don't confuse the students in your instructions. I'm not sure, and this could just be me, how you know if all students are participating. I was not able to tell. So I want you to make sure that you always are aware of who's participating, who's not. Just like in real class, you don't want someone to hog the discussion. So let's see. On say the sound you hear, you were holding the paper up in front of your face, and it might benefit some students if they were able to see your mouth so they could see the placement of the teeth, the tongue, and whether it's between, the teeth or, just for those who may struggle with speech, with the expressive language. Let's see. I want to make sure that we're keeping the pace up so that we're able to cover enough material so that we are on track for the school year to cover all of the objectives. So my suggestion would be maybe move a little more quickly with the pacing. So my suggestions would be, making sure they're engaged, that they're demonstrating, that they do understand the concept. What does that look like in your classroom? And, make sure that you're stating the objective. By the end of today's lesson, you will be able to. But I like your positivity, your energy, and I don't want you to lose any of that. And, just with a few tweaks and being open to constructive criticism, we can grow you professionally. We can get there. Thank you.